Pramo atso abusanfremo munyina aha UTV so enie omayimu ene amahodoso nsam ayensaka na yaboaboa no ena adufo ayede ebramo efri abeka junction ewo enkrakopon emu this way chocolate drink osidio hia ene enso share special ice enu ensuo emu ode enemu eyekojin ena afi special drinks enu so emu guahodo ye ginger ye malt strawberry tete bebre kraka ho ukwado pe bia no wombe yi bi ede amount sa enyumako ene aboafo enkan na akabom asoyasene ayede pram to beka seboy ebramo na kasebo no de ebedimu akotine bi enie Nana Adedankwa Akufo-Addo akasa ede atudwase gidie ni akotoso a wowo ewo Nyankopon twedi ampomu so Kristoni no abo na dwuma yie pastor lawyer ni na afenso omanyoni eye politician. Right Honorable Stephen Harper wano anaye omanso afopanyo otoso aduonu mienu ewo Canada memu wode atudwase Africa nyina no Ghana ene omanya yeti kabam kabiase ede adwuma na abo yie panso. And from Mono, Central Region, Fifi Mantemuno, MPP constituency, Penifua, Wadum Airpri, the Benny Commander, Edna Eguafu Abrim. One they are told a common enemy said, one more Diaso Betma Cambom, na wire back, what you know, so your Dana parliamentary seats are who what to me a day, emu enkunim. I was for way any ensembia a be account na editie na edishare any asana so kojian. A day Abramo a UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction Midday edi Afia Adutwumwaa Morosa. Me and a pram to beka sebono Midday Abramo afe emu ensam enie. Ghana mampaina na Adedankwa Akufo-Addo akasa amemu no wode atu edwase gidi a wo Onyankopon twedi ampomu se Kristoni no wasi abo ne ye pa e wona adwuma mu se lawyer ni na afenso politician omanyoni wesu ntino ama hyehye papa odigu akwanso e wo Ghana ene Africa nyina no ene sese papa aba
Ghana mampanyin Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo edi sanse menyana kotudwa e wo dwumadie bi e koso e wo Museum of the Bible ewo Washington USA abrochimamu Ghana mampanyin ka saye mu no e na wo chiremu a ye wo na Kristofo fie ne sayo so ntini etete no Kristo mu enti dwumadie bia ne hono odi ya odi Kristo eto nchen na eno eboa no e ma ne dwumadie obedi sa monyoni e na afi lawyer no etumi etumpon ekwojojo o chiremu a wabre ogina ase yento abafa mane se Ghana mampanyin no yade a ode tare na awai enema mu ye tare edema no na so 2016 wabre okogina ekoano no ode to Nyankopon na afi Ghana fo nyina enim se the battle is the Lord na Nyankopon so boa no ma 2016 aba no otumi die mu enkonim ekoso ma 2020 aba eto yenso so no wasa di mu enkonim anye nyina no gidie onya wo Nyankopon mu na ma se enkonim die nyina no etumi ebaye.
My own parents, as you can imagine, were staunch Presbyterians. I was baptized a Presbyterian and became an Anglican, much to the vehement protests of my parents as a result of the secondary school I attended in England. Let us say I became enamored with the rituals, daily matins, and evensong, and the additional Sunday Eucharist, which were constant features of my 4-year stay at school in Lansing. Anglican or Presbyterian, the crucial part of the Christian upbringing drilled into me was that Christianity was a way of life, an everyday experience, and meant far more than going to church, which, by the way, was obligatory in the Oforiatta and the Akufo-Addo homes. The Bible was the focal point in our home, and my parents found an apt bit of scripture for every situation that came up in our lives. In my own life as an adult, whether as a lawyer or as a politician, I've always tried not to lose sight of the fact that my Christian faith should be an integral part of the practice of my chosen profession. It took 3 tries between 2008 and 2016 for me to get elected, by which time the popular catchphrases of Akufo-Addo cannot be president, God does not want Akufo-Addo to be president, Akufo-Addo is short and does not have the stature to be president, had become so prevalent You had to be firmly rooted in your faith to have had the courage to persist. I committed that third election campaign to God and indicated to the Ghanaian people that the battle is the Lord's. By God's grace, I won a famous victory against an incumbent president by a gap of nearly 1 million votes, the largest margin of victory. The largest margin of victory for 2 decades. And by the same grace, I won re-election in the December 2020 elections, and I'm now in my second and last term as president. If the practice of law is a minefield for a Christian, it is double jeopardy for a Christian politician, and even more so for a Christian president. Just take a deep breath and think of the number of things that upset you about your societies, about your neighborhood, about the news headlines, about Ukraine, about the astronomical rise in the cost of freight charges and in the cost of living. Somewhere in there would be the president as the target of your anger or bewilderment.
Yadin kan abo amane da say afasha bi ekoso ewo America abrochimemu Memphis enam so amakro bia asante kotoko hino tosu mienu watu nito asese de woko ebie na yanya ntia se wahya se ebo Ghana hudawupa de akire amansan.
High University of Memphis, I know a year Tennessee, a year America abrochimemu, Siapoi etimi, Ayan Sheye, Ama Asante in Utumfo or say to Autosumi, no, and Nam says, you may dear Umudi, a year Memphis in May International Festival, or my public lecture, Ama Asante Hene Ababe Kasa, Nana or Kasa, Edia Fa, a year in Ayankofa, a da, a bibimemu, and ne a year America memo, or how any amani who kwan ben so na betima faso a ebetimi ama eye ebibiman betime diye na America so ebetimi ediye asante no tumfo osietutu ekasa che nsem num se.
It has been our policy wherever our duties have taken us to seek to engage the youth in an educational setting, not only as a reflection of the priority we accord to education, but also because of our recognition that creating understanding among the youth is the surest way to secure the future of the world. Ghana has been called the Black Star of Africa, the heartbeat of the continent. She was not only the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence from colonial rule, but she spearheaded the struggle for the liberation of the whole continent. At independence, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, our first president, famously declared that the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the continent of Africa. Long before the American War of Independence, a number of small but independent states sprang up within the geographical space now called Ghana. They all spoke the same language, but that did not stop them battling each other. Then my great-great-great-uncle, Osei the First, became king of one of the states. With a spiritual mentor and advisor, he invited all the states and said to them, we are one people, speaking one language. Why should we continue to exist as little states, sometimes squabbling among ourselves and battling against other states, when we can unite and create one powerful kingdom against which no one or no other force can stand? He held before them the vision of one kingdom able to defend itself against all others and capable of expanding and trading with all nations to bring prosperity to their people.
Asante hene eto na kasa so na odi adesrede edeto eye Memphis University say obesre pa say enwumesua na ye ade a obia ebetima boa obia amana etime edi aman edi nyina ye enwumesua enti obepese ayongofa sonko eba beda eye University of Memphis na Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology ewo Kumasi ewo Asante Mantema.
I'm sure the brilliant minds assembled here in this audience and beyond will be reassured that Ghana is on the right path, able to weather the storm and sustain its chosen democratic path and deserves the fulsome support and collaboration from the United States of America. I look forward to initiating collaboration between your university here and our premier University of Science and Technology, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Kumasi, in the sciences and entrepreneurship development. I thank you all for listening to me.
Emra asante hine otumfo osetutu otosumieno ade ne kasa abawie no youth even some trefo a ye wo Memphis a ye ne eye provost Edema University no kra na sai executive vice president Edema eye suapon no Professor Thomas Ninon ye na twetwe nkomo ebusa na say asante hine nsama wade abetudwa no ohu ne sen ana.
I'm very impressed with his presence. His message was very clear and I think still has important implications about the way, as he says, you can maintain tradition but also adjust it to modern government traditions. I also was very impressed with the role that he has played in the emphasizes today about negotiation, listening, and working together to be stronger as a unity. We welcome more students from Ghana. We are going to be looking for funds to help provide scholarships for them. And then it would also be a great opportunity for our faculty and some of our students to get to know Ghana and the universities there better.
I was on for young Kwahumano Sony and Yensem Shoni Kevin Nana say Embo Enkomo. Kakopom has said, dear, and now no pay in Sua to Papa. Manugusu Ameka Secrano in Siono and Tiye. Now I bring so no Eshas and Pokwasi Haya. In Yan Siesa Quenshe BSC. Kevin O Honum will be traveling for me a day actually. Kevin sorts me car from Tubraka Sebosuni, my hand. You Naboko, dear. Kevin, dear, there was so Pokwasi travel for nature.
I'm a pay abo on watching upon Mata Crana. Tracker, yellow duno, blocks, okay, Pacoma for 4 hours site. I'll say, Ofi, the site station one are not the blocks no aircon. Not a car, no air man, no problem, Kakra. Is there, obey him, you bet me, I am the Oye, and I offer the manager. No, then a car no air. No time to see fine. So, the moment they are no, I am Kaka, not the block now. I am for fun or my top block no one tell me about the year. Now, we do put personal and a fairly break. To break now, fairly, now, Oklamu Kaka, a son of day, Ubina baby, Nanko, they are called Kaka. Now, I'm far acquainted, Amma. Now, I knew ye are man. It's funny anymore, and they do them. It will for Pupatia, any Pupati mass of overpass no my own. I say on a baby, I'm a custom, it's regional. A man almost on your mouth and send your cast in a party over when to me and say, yeah, cast day a me and all this 3 cast in Ama, there, me and son, a woman in the media. I say, fra, I will fear in and the Omabadi is half and a form. A check a cra and sana, almost days is asking the time a day one sana. If I ever. Yamin Tade, Ubien, but a bra and uncle for the
And see, say no air course traffic or one.
Traffic media, a bit by now, for party police for a in term a buy, and then Amasama fire service for me. Me and them by Emma, obviously, you cast and if you want Emma, yeah, the traffic is yeah, it's forever.
I won't prepare no so I know a day.
I won't blast out.
Okay,
yeah, it's yeah, no day. But the Pradia accident at any other no quality. Obisa, I am to crack a Mamidiana when Predia, but I am to sell one coming to me. Ubisana, and to me, Cadia and Trail. Because you actually power the way I again is fine. Now, if you anyone was a baby, I put past the bus stop and I am not drivers, if you must want it. Then, because drivers enough for them. A party for bus stop one up will be 18. Or be bar or money now with you. No about this now, we say more a quine. And the yes, and driver no, yes, and for the Air Force one for Kanka, think only a fine one, 10 1 up. The yes, or say, come on, the best thing, cat me now. I'm money now, Quaco says, and your Franco, this year, Sunny, after the year friend oil no one na then kakaka no be no dia kwa to the year dia kwa na say omum tene ema omum party yi e wo kwan no na mariwan ema na omo tonton ade wo ho no so egbe ho na ade e kwan mienu no ya ye na half me nka ya ye na ba ko ya ye na half nti we ba je obo aben ansa na we tinya ma ne kwan kakra no for so kakra ansa no be tinya ko na we aba bi sa na kwan etinya de then ke ya de na nko mu party ya enka me ye so say akontia we de e be ti abama ko producer ye stress driver for no na police for no ho no omo nhwe say nka truck driver ni e be tinya party e wo back up we na omo tinya si wa so be masade we me bisa ye no say na eneni nansa accident bi wo that same point enura accident wo na anopa we so accident ni bi attention with that one
Kevin mo ene wa manebo Abusanfo yensem choni Kevin na say amanebo eno di akogo no kasa efree pokuase yeto akase bono eso enipa ho adwadie eda so ekoso ewo Ghana ha say enam so ama asoye hwe emema ene amansamba boso no womo ahyase eyentete meche training ede ama abambofo a womo ewo volta ena afenzu oti mantam no emu
Abibre mama yankwa yo anase di nipa eye nkrutu djuma pa no nhwemu amana bedadi so my Ghana ye di amanfo dodo na trase ediomu ebiwura Ghana mu ede wo ye nkwa de won ye nkrutu djuma dodo na so so do ye Ghana fo na so awofo aton wo mo ede amanfo a ye do wo mo eye djumade e bro na ho de so ne titiro ne ma ene mmofra ne sai so ntina so ye hwe mmofra bambo ene won ye die so ede ntite ama nipa hasa 300 oba behwe na mmofra ne matitire ya do mo trase bi wura o my Ghana mu ebi nsusu woto mamu na so ya ton mo se nkwa mamanfo ene ya do mo eye nkruntu djuma onhwe ho asem nka no fa konasa hodo a obefa so sa wo haw no ebitumi aso ano e wo my Ghana mu wodwumadie na ase ye no ene opanyina wo no ene the Human Trafficking Secretariat ano abena anobia sari edi nsem sei etudwa.
So it's important that we train and retrain, we educate and make our law enforcement officers alert so that they could detect, intercept in case there are issues of trafficking. Criminals are very smart. And so we as law enforcement officers also have to be smart up on our game. We need to foster collaboration, strengthen the networks that we have, share information so that at the end of the day, we will be a step ahead of the criminals, other than they being a step ahead of us. And so the reason for the workshop, the reason for this networking, the reason for bringing everybody together in this room to enable all of us understand the reality and the issues at hand, to know each other so that we can easily contact each other and be able to get the necessary information and support that we need from each other.
In Volta region, boys are trafficked from other parts of the country to the region to work in the fishing industry, quarry and cocoa plantations. These boys are required to work long hours under dangerous conditions. Girls are also trafficked to the Volta region to sell and smoke fish and work in the fishing communities. Some of these girls are sexually exploited by the fishermen and older trafficked boys. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is therefore imperative that our personnel undergo regular training to not only strengthen their skills and intelligent gathering and investigation, but also to expand their knowledge base to enhance their performance.
But looking at the nature of our borders, if we don't collaborate, I must say that we are collaborating with immigration because we are almost always with them. And then since they deal with humans most of the time, the collaboration from their end will help us achieve that aim. I must also say that there have been, we've instituted BOSEC meetings, that is a meeting between the various organs, security organs at the various borders, and that helps us in our quest to tackle some of these things, not only human trafficking, but other crimes as well.
As for yes, I quite human subium near Sem Chonu Roxen ohine Boatin embo enkomo na obekasa efija kwabre mensi no emu yenya ne ntiese subransan bi ati egu ama asai enema papa Roxen so timenka ma hen
yo mini aba me da se
na
bibia subantam a eto asante mantam ase amfa sempa na ebaye na bridge bi ewo kodie eko aduamoa na sakodie eko aduamoa no hoye afija kwabre south district ya ni na so asante mantam ha na eba se nso ni toye no de ensuyiri kase efa area honma ama asampa ye kan antimi ama na nso a etoye no region omaye free aduamoa eko ninkonko etoto aso kopim mamponten ene ninkura etoto no nso ne toya ma na bridge no so no omaye ndadaada but emra contractor no ye kwan foforo no omo anya foforo dada na na so omo siesie ya se omo tin ye na free ayesa amnani mu anase area onum ebesna atwam no ayensu kase na nso ne din de wowabe etemra ebo anadwo bese top crop no na se nso na to agyae ana nkraba se amna no anase bridge na buagum ti enam so panifo ye hye adimika ekoye se de ombaboama basabasa bia entimi enti ho etuna me no kasa no abai krati pania owo empatam wase onumonyamfo adupoku Christian eni apolitifo a omo eye kodie hase no ebe hia hase se omo de apolitifo lines bi asensen ho se de beya amanfo bon se bibisi na ekoso na ahoye medwo road a free omo amanfo mo free offenso eni extreme no for nyina no eba be snatcham akonkran a udu honum a na otimi adavet because of say honum eko kumase no traffic sebi ewo ho etine ba say udu honum na nka wadavet e de akwa kosi mamponten aboaso asomase kwanta ejoso network yes in kan road na ka okọ na so mran so ne tota na makwa na buaguma say kan koka ama manfo mu fi eye aduamoa ene kodie eko nyina no manyina akansinsemu a enya semketwa etimra asimisi e bonan kohweye na ehufo nyina etwago no ekyerese se animanim ya mpanifo ebomodea no mutimi ebeye nsisi sanse ekwa no ya dia ehu enti si ameno kasa ni de abai krachi pani no ene mrache badwani a owa sei onumonyamfo owuraku edu ene asoya omohwe akwan tempon ehu sensem nyina no ahia sisi omo pekwampa a ombetimi aye na ansa na no empanifo enhye ape another alternative road bia ebetimi alinki from amanfo mwaka eja honom no etimi abakumase anase krom eniti no sisi anomofa akonya nso no ede afuto mampanifo ani aho bia ba se omonhwe se de be abibiboni bia entimi ensie na eni amanfo anase dawafo mo mpatamu atwetwen komo no omoche se efi ensuo no eja honom no ekonom no Virginia makuma miensa na ensuo no etwa regional baako ni nyina suso but as a empanifo asai ayi ehonum no omakoti amnam ayi honum a chese ohon nso kasa na yefam ba na nya kwa emmowura mu ntini nyina betwifa de abubu ya ise akofa sa ehaw kase aba ento no empanifo chese we ade a asi but torrentum enye nipa ha na heda ye ento omode nema guakwam a enmanim ya no mbehwe aboa ma bibia so atimi akoso a emfa basabasa na se boni bia enti awoho a omo etwika omo nim se bibisa yasini de panifo ni aposifo omo kodie ene ni mantemo no e de lines ni bia ba be sensen ho se be ya wudu omo se bibisa na ekoso esan se asemiti anajo be dumienu entemo enti no abai crash pani no ene panifo omo eye kodie ono e bom pempesa ahomachina ma de echen ansa na omo ja ho amanako Jisi amno kasa de kwanasi na amana no ti si bugum no abua kopem se nipa kra no anhwe a untimi emfaso nipa timi pasu kakra bi but about tiny apemfo ne school konkora ne de omunyina kaja omuntimi enkomba eti ebefa kwanya yesu kra adim atompanifo ni se ni manim ya no ombetimi ahwe na omutimi akoyi kwa no ezan se no ne kwa tempo a ebua ma amanfo omufri eslim offenso ene ni mranche a eba ada areas nyano etimi efa wakwa omunso entimi enya obrabia enso ewo
Rex enyambia sa kwan mpanyufo ye yache.
Mpanifo ye yache but me hamani a enya ntebe nwotwe de maaye ntwe nwotwe mai but NPP abaya ibaye na ombeye ekwan na nado time ya 2016 ebaya na omuye sa akwa no but na ekwan ne nya kura na ekwan ne nye dise omuye wie de nanka abe mu trouble ati se etimi di akwane aba ama manfo ho to mo nanso contractor na oye ekwan no na sesenka that time no ohwe na oye bridge foforo kura de ma no esanse nsuo na efi ho ba no nsuo no modu nsuo no obe no owabe modu price etwia enya senketwa na omanfo tete mantem woni kire se omu se na amna no anase bridge no na bubu ase adokunu a se ebu agum but omontini antia mpanifo na so titi contractor no ana omugya no sa ate se omuso agya wa ma we nyina ekobae se kwana bu agum enkomma ohwemponi na otumi se ayehu pa
yehu bibia mpo
pa ne ebo se enkofa to ntendia emma ni manim yayi na mpanifo befe amana timi afiho
mo ene wa manebo
ase mpanifo ni amanfo bo se omuni
aso no yensem shoni Rexon ohene boaten amanebo ena ode akoguo no ye toa kasebo no eso se ko Eastern region eye apoye mantamu a kokobode mpanyifo ne baako akasa de atodwa se de galamsefo ede enubone esei ensuo na wo musanso ese kokofo na eyade ha adwen ye panu ntino wo mse ne manum ye na wo se wo akasa ehwe epene pomasibre
production division ayatna ye che Ghana Cocoa Board ase wo dwumadie people ne so obehwe hu no se cocoa na Afia kafiaba obedane dane ani na yenya na assorto broni se varieties na yahoodi wom na kwani e de hyefom a atumi asodoso ama wonye sika e de gu no botom ama my Ghana yenso yenya so emfaso na wo hwe ni musa afi nko na wiye no obetumi e de cocoa na Afia kafiaba watimi dane ani awie no na wanese mo na nyini kakra no obetimi de baako boy 140 million aba montin so makuafo anya bi adua Madam Faustina semeni de sansemenya na todwa wa bre obo mpempe ko pie mu e obabi etesa achima pedwa na Afia bunsu e wo poema ntem kokɔhwe fa ko a ogu koku na Afia kofiaba ehwe hunu se benyini ansa no de makuafo ensem sei eno de todwa
sise ye promote coffees growing na enusu ma sika enti coffee na adwuma no nso no entise koko de bia wo de edrogu su wo de ye we eye no coffee de time a wo beti coffee no sa breso na emoa kakra ewo mu no na wo spray kakra na enu echi no na wati wo coffee no ho na wo ebre kakra wo ho but enu echi no ehia edrobia wo de bagu su ana baby sa ti se koko na de bia gi se wo de fertilizer na wo di akatedro eni ade eni nyina gusu anunum ni nyina no coffee ntisa enti kuafo no ehia se obi adua bi at least 1 acre no na wo dua nipa bebre di omu to coffee no coffee federation no omu wo ho omu hia coffee pa se ombeto na mo ye pese mo wa mo badua coffee no mo benben na ni obi ba beto coffee na ohun se coffee dose wa ha obetumi abeto enye se baako wo 1 bag wo asafo baako wo 1 bag wo apedwa ebedin se obi betumi atu ka se obeto sa de no
enu akire no na Madam Faustina Samani esa di tudwase wonyaya na nka nursery anase fa ko dua kokoo na Afia kofiaba no o de bebia kuafo na nka kwani no fa ne kenten anase ne boto a na wo ba baji e de kona fom na so galamsa daroma ensupa obenya na Afia asase obenya mpo na odi adua kokoo no kofiaba no wase nyina enu ntina ma wondwumadie nyina kwakodura chichichichichichi ayembo akra
the produce seeds na ensio hu ehia ye pa ensio bebrebe ewo ho rivers na ewo ho anka ye di begu seedless no bebre ase galamse ase no ensio na ase ye ntumi mfa ngu kokoo no so wo attempt a ne ahaban no ebesisa wo hu pose eye kokoo enti ye mfa ngu so enti ema ye twi ye hu free baby a nsio no enye a ye de begu kokoo so ohawa e di bre akuafo ni se ehia se onbatu anamu ekwan bebre ekwan ne twi ansa na onbenya seedlings no akodua nanso akuane no betua ka ebe high aboboya anaka abetwi sa kokoo seedlings no ma omo sikasem no ayeden na mo anka rivers ni nyina ye kama na ye di ye dwuma anka bebua pa.
I was on for yet work as a bonus so na yenko yensem choni Jacob Kubi honom na yene no adwetwe nkomo obekasa ede Africa so na amane bo abeto ya pronso efiri ho ekere say so ja ni bi achi akoa bi abrim ni bi a wadufudufu no pa da ya wosi ogiri sakoa no obeye kromfo eno nti wabo no Jacob sorti menka ma hen. Hello Jacob.
Yeah, me too Afia.
Ma hen.
Me too so.
Yes, so ja ni bi achi obi abrim ni pa da ya suspect so ye kromfo.
Yo, me no ka say the na no abra so we emotion for edi omusanland. Abra omo akoso omo bo empire no. Na obi ekọ kwesho obi dey mu a okofa ne niama odi gane. Na omo di gane sa na mafo chechemu ewio. Na okonfo ni egane e. Abranche bi a ono nso enam ni baby a se bi wa ye ni ti rasta. Onam ni baby o. So je ni bi si oro ọkọkọ eyo ono nti no all na ofra amafo mu bro ni o say abanche ni be ka say eyemi enyamia na ye okita no de benche no team amafo mu wo ho ni nyina so na ye mbro abanche omu prim ni sa kopim chama zongo chief o ka so millennium city ebi ebu no ka say aban ye ni wa na wa ha say na so confirm go abanche for your confirm anka mayenche do never no police station and na say ye fa no mabambofo and you want to woo about Nipan or them run a issue with him. The Associate Rebecca say, the Abra police station, why in the better again, Amana Edgy? No, if you can't the better than Ama branch and Managi. Also, you know, I'll be a comfort up in Ranida. It's a no or comfort, and yet you're in the whole ever channel. And this is offer a tom, a mobile battery now, or marshino. But me no can say about the salon, now in Central for Naya or hoping to know. You never go for phone or fair, Millennium City Police for and mobile. And Papa mobile and on the branch here now, almost or your phone, almost fan and a more far dear or no so, or see or yes, so genuine to know almost for no for it. But me no can say, I am over Millennium City Police Station officer who you pull up our story to one. Almost the amount original. Over regional already almost the amount in Central East. It's a man a body friend ACP Ameni Odru. Or see I same BRNP a Millennium City Police Station and Bo Omunchen. But yeah, they are kind of almost baby a trade. A young what people want Millennium City. Or looking the book for year pass a similar 80 when you and Papa 80 when you see. But a branch here no so no also on your crop I don't know movie I no I be I can say where you are for no Kurano so the name at the portion a branch here in area and see our way a FNC or one a dom and one Buna I can say so no in police station no one for now uncle but me no can say here a branch here no Solomon the yes to saw yesterday you know almost Solomon but me say me also Jenny nemo one more man same one and almost soldier almost Jebiano or Quentuma or cover in and out or soldier or your friend soldier and you are soldier for people class or ever more Betino but I said Mr. Copy Melka or your soldier in India I just found one Kasa number no more with a parapara so your soldier near and the minimum can say the amount of and let me see you almost 5 years almost a year anymore or not almost a minimum can say only your parents INCT police station home Yako or New region and Central is on you but Central is 40 almost Sanka a year case and sister.
Okay. Mo ene wa mane bo abusanfo yensem twoni Jacob Kubia mane bo ene ode akoguo no so ekasa efree kaswa yeto akase bono eso siekọ weja yenya ntie se ebinom edemra ahyo monsam ene omosode a anwea ena wonum etuo wei ene nam so ama emu makomaku enum aposifo asomo pechi
okopiem weja English amanfro mu ene brono akeka ho a amanfo bi enam kotikwan so etu anwea mponfo chire mu ase na esise asase no se wanhwe ho asema anka ochene bi no ede wo haw ebeba na ndro na juda suo mu mponfo ekokochi nipa num bi a wode kasa kese mienu aba bepie mu ewo gonse ewo wogya gbawe mansini mu a na wotu anwea eno akire no ena wogya gbawe abankrachi panyine patukumo ɛne ɛkasa ɛne wɔkyire mu wɔn ka sɛ mu obi nto anwea na mmom so obetu anwea fa kwan pa so bra assembly no ma otumi krata be ma ho kwan na wɔtumi akwakutu anwea ɛwɔ fa akwan wɔbɛkyerɛ wo ɛnɛ sɛ wote da ase abra na wɔma akora so ba bia opebia na wɔte asi na wɔtu anwea saa de nya de obesoso so ɛno nti safo wachi wɔ mu yi ɛnɛ ne kyina yɛdɔm bɛkɔ kopie mu ɛwɔ asɛm de bia
adeɛ sɛsɛsa a ɛwɔ hɔ yi ɛna ebi mu afa sumase edwiri anwea no ɛkɔtɔn odwiri anwea no wi a hunu sɛ wasɛe the environment in so to there will be erosion, there will be a lot of gullies. People might die as a result of even we had a young incident recently in Amafro where in Kramiasa because some could be near Hono, Omkotunsu Ewi, Ebi Nekoswahi. Daytime assembly near Juman, Obaha, Hunu Nipabako Kraha, Banajo, no Mabasharon, we say Jumawi. It's Yada Yatita, ya plans it, you bet Kachomo, you bet Chomo, and Nanyamiadum, Yetiba, and Yachomo, excavate and Hono, Echinaba Befa, Diago police station. Then of course, almost we are the Chinas on big shows we process them for court. Now, Omo Musheshre no, the Ombi Piaba, then of course we'll deal with them too accordingly. Now, Mijisa Assassino Mujinasono, Sabio Yahin Fodia, Yang Abayan Yen manage Assassino. Sabio, Saudi Obeye, Bibi Crow Assassino, I was serving drug commission, Emma permit, and Sapana de assembly, and Sana Yanswaki, as per by Samoa Yedman. Omo Yedbubian will go through that process to do what they're doing. Now, there's no supervision. Omo Yomagman with no knowledge of what they are doing. Or best environment no we are now buying aboka a tree planting. We can't continue like this. It's mean to say. Yeah, no correct. Senameka say omudi jumedie no at the blind side of the assembly. More especially in the night. Send you beto omo enyimre. Inti say bio so be a mouth tip of say time we no mo ye adwuma na. Anytime be around o meto bia ha. Inti your mama for my information ni lay ambush ni abeto omo and ewo jumedie no mudi no so. They be making sure say china be process o makọ court. Na panyin bi o hye ne chi no.
Sawuko atwuma kwa ngoma ene kwada so abato mpesua so awoma kwan no enye kra enam so ama womra hye bedwani a woni ononyanfo kofi amankwa manu akasa ho amemu no de atodwa se contractor de sa akwan ahye ne nsa no sikasemti ena ma adwuma no etwentwen ne nase
so afọ abedi ekirehwe bambọ nsem so ono anso ne mrahye bedwani a wogina ho ma atwema kwa ngoma abato mpesua so ene honorable kofi amankwa manu na wode atodwa se wono makwan a efi empesua ne so ebebo kwada so mpesua no se ne ye no ache no eha ne papaapa osinye se ebia wontu ho anamon ogusua etu ho anamon na ose omampani kura na nado danko akufuado his excellency ono so eha no ya wakasa de afa ho enu nti wane kwada so MP bebo ho modi aka bom se be ya obetumi ahwe na ekwan a free fun ase edi ba be bokwada so empesua no eso no wono betumi ahwe aye ne nyina wode nsem we nyina tudwa ebra edwa ya atwema hene na antwi agye brimpon tosomienu wasidi ama atwema tachi manman na wobie ano wose na abɔ ne homodin pa modin bo a wobo ede boa atwemaman na wose wono so beye ne famudie na watu anamo akɔ asoye a ehwe oman sikasem eso na akɔhwe se contractor no ebenya sika kakra na ekwan no watumi ede aye awie
enne dwumadi a wadie eye dwumadi a yenyina yenim se ehia yie esanse baabi edwawo bia no ede noma nketenkete enso eka ho a eba ede sabe adwuma ekɔ ede sika eba ekrom wogidie se enche biara baabi a edwomu ewoyi ebebie na kuro no nso ebie no na kuro no ekɔ nanim tinana yeda sepa ewo anamon a watu na mentimi antena se yehwe around a adwuma no dodo no nso ewo ho a ewo se yeye kwada so constituency eni atwema kwa ngoma constituency ade ba ko a eda ye nyina yakoma pono so a da bia yesu na ye ka ho asem eye ye kwan ya eda hoi sa major road no contractor oda ekwan ne so ode me din kita ho bebre menua kensili so sebe anamon a watu ewo kwan ho no waya de papa na the last time amene contractor no ehia no na ayesikasem na nyame ya domo a ye di holidays ya wie menene nyina e Ministry of Finance na kwan bia ye beka yeti apam ho na ka ya ho oden apom na ya yesa kwan no ye betu sa anamon no apre amadwuma no awie emudie
atwema hene na antwi agye brimpo tosomienu ekasa odwumedie nase
metwa mani hwe a na edwadie emmoa menananom ho kyere wo mo omunya baabi nidwa na sade me hunu ahennie no da bia yewura utumfo ɔka no me hu sɛ ahenie ɛyɛ nyame adwuma mpuntuo ne nkɔsoɔ obedi hene a de yewura ka kyerɛ wa ne sɛ mpuntuo ɛne nkɔsoɔ ɛna sɛ ɔhwɛ na oyɛ enti sɛ mpuntuo no nene abedi atwemaman mu enti sɛ adwa yi ɛdwa soronko a yɛdi wɔ atwemaman mu ama atwema akɔsoɔ.
Adishia wonum waka so akasa ade atu edwasese de won ahonidie hu nsam ase agye aguo no sempanyufo anhwe amma wo mo a enyare wadodo no a ene ba besensen wo mu komu titiru ene eyamtuo ena afenso efie yade
Bola no de ye ni ade ade begum nti aya aye so ye de ye ya ne ade agu no ba mo de ade besu o de aye de ba begum ye wo kwan de ni ba bi aya ha ya ne de gu mo de ade besu o de enche de ba ko prayer de gu no ade be chen de no o ma ba be fa ye meto se e ho no
de me ka champion for se o mo ngu aye because yesu ye ka hu na o mo tumi du ba bi a o mo edu enti se bibi ni a o wo so o mo ngu na so that yesu ye hu beto ye enu enye no to me the malaria eba o man ni mu isi o ton so a na de egu gota me na abegu ye fie na sisi kwan na ma yare bebre aba o man no enti yesre ma omuma ombesisa ball so that o man no ebe ye clean amaye de bia mi chombia mi hu baller ewo road no so a enyefe o sanka omumpe nkofo a ombetumi ahwe bola ejumedie nu enso omuja bola agu bebi basa
bola egu kromi operation clean your frontage ya still bola ne egu kromi no ya kambo kaswa bola de a me na medi mu tinteman ankasa ye cause me na me damping site a me boa assembly no ma omosesa edeba na mre kakra yi na omo be stop ye ho sensem ye nyae bola ne ye ne bebi me wo ya me no ukasa sisi ye to omo be stop yi to me stop here be bosme baako no ene won se kaso abola na afi de abusu ma agensem tisisi a de baako a me ne assembly no e ka bom ni se mpanifo asa ma ye kwan si ye nhwe na ye nya adwuma no na bola no se abukuro mu no enye enti mesre ese assembly no ya ye nhyehyɛ by 3 days time no ye be clear bola ewokuro mu nyina se ne mpanifo ama ye kwan se yen start na yenya adwuma no akire yenya baby foforo a asanse one time a yakwaje ewo ahintia se na ya community members no e kan se bola no ha omo no yenso e wasi ti omo kasa na yeye omo apede mo omo enti ha ne ye tempera yenya asase kese a yegusu a yeye ho hyehye enti ento a be se na wotwe mienu de na se ho no so de na start na ewura no so ate ewo krom.
Awuzanfo agudie mu nsam na edru so abrantie bongo difara ayekrado odebeto so ye twa ho basisia